to start off, I've never been afraid of heights, all right, until I got on a highline. And then everything just like crumbles. I got the best, strongest adrenaline rush I've ever had in my life. You know, tunnel vision where you can only see this white line over this vast space. And I was like, whoa, I can still feel that, you know, and I like that. Honestly, I'm an adrenaline junkie, so that's sort of what I feed off of. And when I found something that got that for me, I was in. Other than that, it really breaks down your walls, like I mentioned, and you struggle to not feel emotions that are bothering you, if that makes sense. You know, it's like a physical thing coming in and smashing the metaphysical and saying, hey, now we're both out here. You can't hide anymore. I mean, I've had many sessions crying on the line, hanging there, crying, be like, sick. Now that's out. You know, so it's like a therapist, I guess, that doesn't talk back to you.
Mayhem is a Highline festival in Waterval Boven, and it's kind of the one time a year where we get highliners and slackliners amongst our community, and we try and expand and expose people to the sport.
So the first time I ever highlighted, I was so scared. I was shaking. I was not, it was a terrifying experience, but at the same time, I just couldn't stay away from it. I was like, I need to feel this fear. Like, your whole body is just paralyzed and consumed by fear, and that's all you can think about is like, what the hell am I doing? And your nervous system is like, dude, you're trying to kill me right now. Like, why are you so high up in the air? And you're trying to do all these weird things that we've never done before. I'm not okay with this. And then you're like, no, it's okay, calm down, everything's fine. What really drew me to highlining is the fact that even though I'm so scared, I have the mental ability to change that, and it really showed me how strong you can be mentally. I don't think I really thought like your brain, or like you and yourself and your brain can have these conversations and be like, everything is okay, and talk yourself through it and get yourself out of this panic headspace. I really like the aspect of highlining is the strength of it as well. There's a massive skill set in it, but there's also a strength skill set in it. Like, if you're strong, little things are easier to do. It's a really challenging sport physically and mentally. And I mean, it's an experience that a lot of people will probably never have in their life. Staring into this void, hanging above it. It's not something I ever foresaw myself doing. I was like, there's no way, because I was terrified of heights and now not scared of heights anymore. Yeah, and it really brings out like this fire within me. It's just, yeah, I'm really super passionate about it.
Ek en Luca het saam begin, hy het dadelik gesnap, kon mount, kon loop. Ek was soos super stadig. Ek moes my kop moerbaie stamp om in dit in te kom. En ja, toe ek ingetaai was, ek het gesit op die lyn, ek het gefokus, ek het altyd my voete opgekry, ek het tunnel vision begin kry, en ek het uitgepaas, terwyl ek bo op die lyn was. En ek het soos geval, en ek het soos daar gedangle, en soos teruggekom, en soos, en soos, ja, dit was my soos introduction in het in, ek het weer gemount, ek het weer op die lyn gesit, ek het soos gesit, ek het probeer opgestaan, ek het direk afgeval, ek het in my nuts ingeval. Soos die ergste intro wat ek soos in my, soos ek dink nie daar was 'n erger intro tot dit nie. Ek het afgeklim en ek was soos so alive en ek onthou net soos Tim het vir my gekyk en hy was net soos, dude, I wish I still feel that. I'm so jealous that you can still feel that adrenaline.
I like the simplicity. I think it's quite similar to climbing that way. It's go from A to B without falling, you know, like, so it's like super simple. And then on top of that, it's like exponential. Always can change the webbing, it's always something else, it's longer, it's bigger. I think the fact that you can just endlessly keep pushing yourself, like you trying to achieve this goal, but actually like, what is the end goal? It can be anything, and the simplicity of it. Yeah.
I spent some time living on the farm for like 3 months in 2018 because I didn't want to work and I wanted to find a way to like integrate my life with the mountains.
Ek het toe daai jaar ook soos kan 'n bietjie opgeskop met my studies en ek het kom stroper ry hier in Stoffberg. So Stoffberg is 'n klein dorpie net aan die kant Middelburg, maar dis omtrent 'n uur se ry van Waterval Boven af. Kan ek sê soos Afrikaner Boeddhism sit net agter die stroper en dink oor die keuses wat ek in my lewe gemaak het deur die week. Ry net soos vir 8 ure stroper van son op tot son af en dan in die naweke pak ek my karretjie en ek ry hiernatoe en ek highline.
When I was living here, he also wanted to come and slackline. He was probably the most psyched slackliner, highliner in the community, and he really wanted to like spend time and learn how to rig and walk. And he hitchhiked from Joburg to Boven. And I remember driving out to Mashadadorp and he was just walking up the road with his like backpack and hopped in the Taz and drove back here, and we spent like 2 weeks walking lines and working on the farm. And then in 2019, I think Swart organized the first small gathering.
I think it was 2019 we met here over Easter for the first time, and I think there were 18 of us, or something super small.
And I almost flew back from Europe to come. I was like, no, there can't be a first, like the first gathering and I'm not there. I really felt very connected to the space and the community and I wanted to be there. But I didn't come, probably for the best, because it was just like 5 guys. It would have been a normal weekend just with some psych.
That's kind of how it happened. You're just naturally, like each year, there's just more highlines, bigger highlines, longer, and everyone is like on this journey of just walking longer and longer and longer, you know, all the way up to 400 meters. You know, I guess from those moments it's quite clear the value of the space. It's pretty perfect.
Got a 20, which is very short, a 30, 45, which, and then a 60, 70. You got good, better angle. Flaky?
Alright, yeah, it's the whole thing. Maybe we must have fault at the back there because it's all actually kind of shitty rock.
This is just the top layer. This is underneath, that's bomb. Bomber, dude.
I'm part of the original crew. We bolted most of these lines. We came here when highlining was just a thought for the space. When we were out here, no one was teaching us, eh? we were watching some YouTube videos of some skinny European guy, you know, and then we don't have the tools they have or the gear they have, so we ended up making our own plans and sort of just helping each other, because your friend on the rock is the only guy that can say, hey man, maybe lift your arm a bit or maybe move your leg, and especially with highlining, it's like those fine details that end up making the difference between a good time and bruises.
You want it in the direction that you'll be pulling. So in this case, it's that direction, yeah? Now, this is the most important part of putting in mechanical nuts. You want to tighten it, but you don't want to, like, force it. Stop. Try and pull it out.
Like under it, you mean?
No, just see, you can't. So you need a lot less of the torque than you think you would.
Ons is 'n klein kolonie van highliners ver weg van die res van die wêreld. Soos die Europese scene, hulle kan met mekaar cross-pollinate en selfs van Europa tot in Amerika. Maar jy weet, in Suid-Afrika, as jy iemand vra soos wat doen jy en hy sê is 'n highliner of sy sê ek rig en ek loop lyne, daar's 20 van hulle. En daai is soos ongelooflik klein. En in daai is daar regtig 1 of 2 of 3 van daai mense wat die sport push. Ons kan nie indefinitely hierdie hoeveelheid tyd insit nie. En dit was nogals die ding met hierdie fees om soos vir mense te leer om hierdie goeders te doen en vir hulle te bemagtig om al hierdie klein dingetjies bymekaar te bring om hierdie fantastiese tyd te maak, die strukture te skep en dit aan hulle te oorhandig.
They are taking on a lot this year in their own businesses and things and just didn't have the capacity. So they got 4 young ones in and just be like, hey guys, we need you to kind of help out here. We see that you're psyched. We see that you have the skill set. You see that you have the passion and we trust you guys.
They have helped in the previous years regardless. So it's like not anyone new. They've already rigged the whole festival before. They've like been involved in the whole thing of the festival. And it's something we always wanted to do. We always wanted this thing to like keep going. And that's why we also made it a paid festival. As soon as everything's for free and like there's no money coming in and it's just everyone's gear being borrowed and worn and then we must buy more. As soon as like you put money in that can go into a fund, this thing will keep going. Passion only takes you so far. And then we kind of outgrow it, you know? Like there comes a time where we're not going to be running this festival.
So ek gaan vir jou 'n storie vertel van hierdie fees en dan gaan ek dit terugbring na en dit sal dalk meer konteks gee. Obviously is hier baie mense wat werkswinkels aanbied oor hoe om goeders te doen en iemand het soos gevra kan ons betaling vir hierdie kry want hierdie is fisies my werk en daai betaling kan net 'n free ticket wees. En ek het lank met dit gesit en ek was soos nee, jy kan nie betaal word vir hierdie nie want nog niemand was deur hierdie fees betaal nie. Almal wat hier kom werk verniet. En daai is vir my 'n baie belangrike ding om aan vas te hou en nou gaan ek diep gaan want in die soos capitalist society is hobbies need to be monetized. Alles moet gemonetiseer word vir jou om iets met dit te doen. En hierdie is 'n very conscious form of resistance van daai soos mentaliteit. Die geld wat inkom betaal volgende jaar se fees. Meer improvements, dit betaal die volunteer se kos, as ons gear moet vervang, doen dit. En ek hoop om dit so te hou. Daar was in die begin sprake van bigger, better sponsors, let's go, jy weet, rig dit so groot wat jy kan. En ek en Wes het, ek dink lank daaroor gepraat en ons was net soos, nee man, dis nie die core van wat hierdie is, want soos jy sê, dit het met vriende begin, wat net saik het om iets te doen, en ons wil daai maintain. Jy kan sien die nommers is nie groot nie, die doel van die festival is nie om 200, 300 mense hier te hê nie, want dan gaan jy nie met almal kan connect nie. Ons het limited kaartjies wat ons uitsit, want ons weet dis wat die infrastruktuur en die site kan manage, en hoe mense met mekaar connect. So, dis bietjie van daai agtergrond, so ek hoop mense kan verstaan dat hierdie fees is 'n active resistance teen die gedagte dat alles wat jy doen, moet die heeltyd gemonetize word. Dit moet vir jou geld terugbring. Dat jy nie net iets kan doen vir die soos dit doen want jy hou daarvan nie.
funny. Even from the beginning, the first, when these crags were discovered, and the reason they were named Mayhem was because, like, the access, the discussions between landowners was like kind of chaotic. In the end, the solution was cows for climbers. Like Ruben's cows can graze on Mike's land, and Mike's climbers can graze on Ruben's land. And everything was like word of mouth. Don't be seen by the farmer. Like, he's got a shotgun. Not really, but that was kind of the vibe. And slowly we've built a relationship. And
Mayhem campsite was a pig hawk. We were farming with pigs there before. So much history to this farm. Paul Kruger's house is just down there at Waterval onder. They used to come up here with their ossevars and fix it here at the top of the farmhouse.
En daar was nie 'n donkie nie. Ons het die dag wanneer ons het die hele tyd hierdie donkie probeer bou en dit het nie gewerk nie, hy het gelek en als.
Old donkey is also Paul Kruger's donkey, really old donkey. And yeah, this farm's just got so much history, so much potential.
And you mean the water heating
The water
donkey
donkey, yeah.
is Paul Kruger's?
Yeah. The day before the first Mayhem Festival, we didn't have a donkey yet, and we were like, screw this. We were breaking out that donkey and we installed it, and it was a big mess. It just popped the whole time, pipes were shooting off.
En soos wat die mense begin soos inkom het na die kamp toe, het ons soos die donkie ingesit. En so van die begin af was dit regtig net soos 'n plek waar mense wat kan sien wat hierdie landskap kan doen vir soos positiewe energie en net regmaak, wat saamkom om dit basies te bou. Dit was net regtig 'n mooi ding om te sien hoe almal help om ietsie saam aan die fees te bou. En ek dink, ja, as ek een ding kan wegvat van dit, is dit nog oor al die jare, daar is nie soos 'n incentive om te kom nie. Dis net soos hier saik, kom ons develop dit en kom ons bou op dit. En elke jaar word daar 'n klein bietjie meer progress.
it's all about just speaking, changing this mess into something that you can see and use.
Mayhem is a sacred ground, and if you are lost somewhere, whether you're in Joburg in the city life or whatever, and you come here, people go home a different person just because of the positive energy around here, the people that you meet, the conversations that you have, talk about things you never thought you would talk about. And yeah, it's just such a magical place.
Yesterday I climbed one route in the crag, but I spent 5 hours down there, you know, and I met like 10 new people, just had the greatest conversations, and yeah, people do open up a lot, and I think the fear and adrenaline like crumbles those walls, and then people struggle to lie to you, you know. When you ask someone here, how are you, they'll really tell you how they are, you know. If it's going good, if it's going bad, you'll know. And yeah, for me this brings out a lot of emotions for me, like getting out on the line. I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of the young guns as well.
It's an experience festival, and I think life is just the sum of all your experiences. And if you can come out here and like we had that bingo card, if you did one row of that card, you know, you're gonna have like a great time, a really memorable time. You know, you're gonna do things you maybe never have done. Yeah, it's just really fun and playful. So if you dabble in everything, you're gonna have a great experience, and that's I think that's the main thing here. Experience.
The vibe is, I guess, really just seeing the community come together. sharing the space. You know, you see people just always like interacting with other people in ways that you won't see them interacting in a city setting or at home. Out here, after a few days, this facade, I want to say, that people build up when they live in the general world or like general society falls away, and you get to see the real person for who they are, because they don't have that filter anymore. They lose the ability to do that, and it's really beautiful to see all these people raw at their core, engaging with each other in such a special way.
And that's why I found myself in the like mountain community to begin with. I was terrified of climbing. I'm still terrified of highlining. But it was just so lovely to be around really kind, open, friendly people who welcome you exactly how you are. Yeah. And then I was like, fuck, I suppose I better get good at climbing then. I have to get over my fear of heights.
Like, it fulfills me in a way that is unexplainable. This community has changed my life in more than one way, and I hope that people who come here for the first time or who continue coming keep on finding like joy and like fulfilling in ways that they've never experienced before. And I think that's a big reason why people stay in the community in the first place, is because this community is something that they've been missing, that they don't even know. And once they find that, it's beautiful and it's something that they want to keep experiencing all the time.
A lot can happen in this little area. You know, we were talking last night, Sunday nights are like our favorite nights, because everyone now knows everyone and everyone's comfortable and sitting around the campfire and having a great time. You know, the Thursday night, it's a bit more like, how's it going? We don't really know each other. Now it's, you know, friends.